It's still a little bit of a joke how many quests they...
A bearer, but recently freed from his bonds, is keen to join the Curse Breakers. As you know, the work we do is not easy, which is why we test every volunteer's suitability. I was hoping you could oversee this one's evaluation.
Why?
I don't mind, but why this one?
Yeah.
Because he wants to be a scout.
And then send him to
ranks are
Gav.
filled with men and women capable of breaking chains and putting slavers to the sword. But scouting, we're few with the nose for that, which is why we still rely so heavily on Gav. And since he accompanies you on so many of your missions, I thought you might be better placed to recognize the traits in him that we should look for in those who'd fill his boots.
But don't you think
Sounds
like
reasonable.
Gav would be better
So you
for
happy to oversee
it?
the boys' test then?
Sure, but
One can never have too many scouts.
Truer words, Sith. I'll let the initiate know that you'll be attending his trial, and that he is to proceed directly to Northreach in readiness.
No time like the present, eh?
No time like the present. I'll await you there.
Northreach. I don't suppose they could have chosen some closer.
you don't have new bounties for me, have you? No. Cool. At least one big small victory right now. How the frick do we get up there? Oh yeah, right.
What do you think happened to Miss...
So I at least do this. Alright, back to the ship.
I heard she was kicked.
And back to the NPC talking. What are the kids doing again? The rest of the
Sid,
kids.
you have to help us.
Why?
What? You didn't
Baby,
take apart
thank
another
you.
of Mid's contraptions, did you?
No? Well, yes. But that's not what we want to talk to you about.
It's Miss Mididol. She's been acting strange. Very strange. She's barely ever around.
When she is, she acts like we aren't even there. Her head's in a crowd.
In the clouds.
Maybe
That's
also
what I
in the
said.
crowd.
In the clouds.
Well, she does have a lot
In the
on her
crowd, in the
mind.
clouds. Doesn't matter.
When did you last
It's
see
all
her?
the same.
Not long ago. Ah, right after she got back from saving you from Stonear.
Then it's probably just about the Enterprise. It did
Well,
take quite a
we don't
battering
do
on
the
way there
8-hour
and
mark
back.
for this game at least.
You didn't
I'm
break
definitely
it,
going
did you, Sid?
above that.
You really should be more careful around Miss Mididol's inventions. Oh, don't listen to her. Even if you did break the Enterprise, you could put it back together, couldn't you?
No?
But who's gonna put Miss Mididol back together? She seems really sad.
Why don't I go and see if I can cheer her up?
You do that? For us? She's in her dungeon.
In a dungeon.
Scare him. It's not a real dungeon.
Thanks for
Oh,
the warning.
I don't think you're gonna scare me. Like, I think I can handle it. Oh, those 3 kids. Yeah, exactly. Those 3 kids again. Oh gosh, dang it. Gavin, you name it exactly.
I
Hello,
will not let them be forgotten.
Urban.
Sid, may I have a moment?
What can I do for you?
Of course.
It is an honor to finally speak with you. My name is Herman. I've been with the Curse Breakers for some time now, and I wish to be deployed to Ash. Any assignment will do.
No. The lands across the Narrow are too dangerous. I will not send good men and women to risk their lives needlessly. Why would you want to go back?
I need to retrieve something. Something important. I was raised in an orphanage. The Badbach Conservatory. Or rather, I was held captive there. It was not a place of nurture. It existed solely to turn bearer children into mindless weapons.
Lovely.
We were tortured until we feared no pain. Tormented until our hearts turned to stone. And few ever survived long enough to become tools of the last king.
I can't imagine.
I lost so many. I can't even remember all their names. But they must be remembered. They cannot fade away, faceless and forgotten. The Institute was run with military precision. Every child measured. Every name recorded. Every death logged with meticulous care.
I see. So we just retrieve that and we're
Sid.
Gucci? Yeah.
Allow me to travel to Ash and recover the registry so that my brothers and sisters might live on.
No, I
You're a
go.
good friend, Herman. But the fact remains that Ash is simply too dangerous.
Why do I not
Sid,
let people do it
please.
on their self?
Even should
with,
it cost
like,
me my life.
Too dangerous for you, Herman. But not for me. I'll go to Bad Bach and find the registry.
You will?
I won't let you risk your life.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can start by telling me where I'll find this orphanage.
Vie de Grace. Hidden in a forest, overlooking the plains.
All right. I'll see what I can find there.
May the mothers guide you.
Yeah, the better. Alright. Was that the last quest we had to pick up here? Like just picking up wise? Yes. Sweet. We still have like 2 or 3 quests on the outside, but we have like some of the quests continue on the hideaway. So we're just gonna talk to Mid, for instance, now in her dungeon. Midadol, and just see what's up with her. And she probably says like, I need this, Clive, please help me to get it. It's like, yeah, okay.
If you have a...
That's it! I knew it! The answer was right here under my arse all along!
Alright.
Distance here to the skies, nothing will!
To the skies? You aren't trying to give the Enterprise wings, are you?
What else would I be doing?
The children seem to think you're avoiding them. They're worried about you. Is this really so important that you need to shut yourself away from everyone?
The Enterprise is already the fastest ship in the realm, and that's with the sea beneath her. But what if she weren't bound to the waves? What if she weren't bound to anything at all? It's not fair. The gods get the skies all to themselves, so I'm gonna do something about it. The Fallen had their chance, but they relied too much on magic. And see where that got them? But not me. I've discovered how to do it without. Well, almost. First, I need to make a prototype.
Oh, not a
Is that a
prototype again,
one-woman job?
please.
Are you volunteering? I'll have you know the Enterprise is my baby. But
Cheers, Kevin.
if a godfather's offering to lend a hand, I'd be happy to take it. First, I'll need oil, and not just some old drippings from Miss Molly's spits in the Tub and Crown. Refined stuff, like they make in Ordill. Then I'll need some bone, or shell. Light, strong, preferably no longer attached to the beast it belongs to.
If it's beast bones you're after, I'm sure the curse breakers will know where you might find some.
No, they'll know where you might find some. You're the one who offered to help, remember?
I should speak with one of the curse breakers before I set off for Old Hill. See if I can't find this bone while I'm there as well.
One quest leads to another. Will we ever get the game done? I don't know at this point anymore. But let's talk with the doggy first. Am I getting a little bit crazy? Yes, I do. Yoo-hoo! Damn it. Hey, Torgil.
Pining for something, boy. What is it? What do you see out there?
No.
I never did ask where you got that anklet of yours.
From Sid, that's why. On the day he brought him home.
That long ago?
And you're only thinking to ask this now? Sid saw that the pup had a habit of gnawing on his leg, since you ask. Clap that there iron on him to keep him from doing it.
What was wrong, boy?
I'll take like as not. Must have been hard on the poor whelp losing his loving masters at such a young age. Doubly hard in being a frost wolf, torn away from his icons and all. Sid would always tell him, you want that iron gone, you find what it is you're looking for. I reckon what he were looking for was you.
I'm sorry, Torgal. Sorry for making you wait so long.
How dare you?
Let's get that thing off you.
Yeah, why would you want that now?
Doesn't sound like he wants it off.
Nope.
Indeed. You miss Sid as much as the rest of us, don't you? You want me to go with you somewhere?
Quick, aren't you? Glad you've been paying attention.
Yeah, just until...
Not nearly as much as you have, Lady
Yeah.
Karen.
Aye, good thing and all. It's not like Gav would have kept him in nuts and rubbed his belly these past 10 summers.
Your kindness is appreciated. You've been a good friend to him.
Only because he doesn't talk back like the rest of you. Go on now.
Where to then, Torgal?
Follow Torgal.
Say what you will.
I don't know where that quest is gone now. But, yep. Oh, here. Oh, hi! Now let's go, Doggo.
Right, Torgal. Where are you taking me? I'm going to need a little bit more than that, boy. Do you have a better hint for me?
No.
Unless... you've already given me one. Back on the rear deck, you were looking west, toward Rosaria.
24 hours, hi! Just saying hi,
Why
don't
haven't we
have
tried the
internet at the
rockery?
moment. Electrician's earliest appointment is after Christmas. Oh, Head, I'm so sorry to hear that, mate.
I haven't been to
And
the
pet the
island
dog.
in
I will pet the dog for you. But
almost 20
I
years.
hope you don't suffer too much through
Default is
that.
older
But
then.
thank you so much for just joining
Fingers
in
crossed
pretty
the old
quick to
mooring is
just
still
say
there.
hi. I hope you're doing great. Dog too thick to let me through. And pet my egret, does that count? You can't pet egrets. Pet that, I cannot pet that dog. I love that meme, it's so good. Quest destination nearby. Because I have to, as a curse breaker, I guess.
Alright, Sid. Come to buy us around, have
Yes.
ya?
Only if you earn it. Mid needs a piece of light but durable bone for her next
Well, I should have
project.
actually checked if I could
You've
have just
encountered
pet
your
him
share
right
of beasts
away.
on your travels
But
across the realm.
usually you can
Any
just pet him
ideas?
when you're out.
Most bones are the same. Whack 'em hard enough and they'll break. If it's durability you're looking for, shell will serve you better.
Mm-hmm.
You know what an adamantus is?
I do. And I know to give them a wide berth. Will any old adamantus do?
Well, with shells, the older the harder. There's a rumour of an ancient adamantus down in Carava, near Old Bidza. Or what's left of the village anyway. But don't expect to make quick work of the bastard. There's a reason it's lived as long as it has.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
How stupid, kind of like to just go there now to kill that thing. Vivian.
Vivian, I read your note, and I'd be happy to help you find the book you're looking for.
Thank you, Clive. But tracking it down will not be easy. Are you sure?
Yes.
Please. You have
Please.
always granted me your wisdom and insight whenever I asked. It's only right that I return the favor.
Wait, we have the 8
Or at
hours
least
mark
attempt
and
to.
we're still just playing
You are too kind.
freaking Final Fantasy.
Alas,
Wow.
what I ask of you is rather more trying than delivering.
I didn't
the
expect
odd
that the
lecture.
game would still take
I spoke
so
with
long.
Hippocrates to see if he had
I
any
think.
inkling as to where another copy might be found, but perhaps it is best that you hear the details from him.
If you say so.
Forgive me, Clive, for asking this of you. But this book, it set me on the path to becoming who I am today. Its importance cannot be overstated.
Alright. Then we talk with Bada bing bada boom. Exactly. That's the name of the dude. Like, I never. I think I can just check free quests. But since we have so many, it doesn't matter. Hippocrates.
Ah, Clive, my boy.
What a pleasure it is to see you. Hippocrates.
Hippocrates.
There's
That's exactly
something
what I
need to
said.
ask you. I've been charged with locating a book called From a Distance.
Then you seek a rare gem indeed. One whose name I had not thought to hear from your lips. You've been talking to Vivian.
Right as always. But she didn't seem keen to tell me very much. I take it she didn't like what you had to say.
And yet I gather it did naught to dissuade her. Clive, if the young professor has tasked you with obtaining a copy, I fear she asks the impossible. The executors would not allow it.
Who's that?
The executors?
Coveters of Secrets. A clandestine organization committed to the collection and intenebration of forbidden texts and technologies.
Okay.
One such text being the tome Vivian seeks, chronicling as it does the true history of the enslavement of bearers. A tale which could overturn the established order were it ever to become widely known. Or, so rumor has it. I've never actually read the thing, or even set eyes on it for that matter.
How is it that I haven't heard of this organization?
Why, secrecy is the executor's watchword. They lurk in the shadows, emerging only to seize that which must be seized, be it books, inventions, or people, before disappearing again, leaving nary a trace.
Which would explain why Vivian's copy was snatched from her grasp not long after she found it.
By the hand of the executors, yes.
Huh.
But what drives them? Self-interest or ideology?
Fine question. Sadly, all that is known of the executors can be recounted in a single breath. You may just as soon ask me of their origins, numbers, or the identities of their leaders. Any answer I give would be pure speculation.
Then my hunt was doomed from the first. What was Vivian expecting? That I'd pluck it from thin air?
Yeah.
Not from thin air, no. From ash. Rumors of the executors are rife among the scholars of Storm, but rather less so across the strait. I have a friend. Well, I had a friend in the village of Garnick, a collector of rare tomes, upon which subject we would oft correspond. Alas, I have heard naught from him since the skies fell dark. And no doubt he too has turned. But
it's actually insane how long it just takes me to pick up all those quests, and without skipping the conversation. But just because it's so much detail.
Quietly awaiting discovery. If you were, by some chance, able to save even a single book from the poor man's library, I know his soul would rest easier.
Very well. When I next find myself in Waloed, I'll be sure to pay Garnick a visit.
Who the frick is Garnick? He probably just told me. No, he just overstepped my attention span, especially since I'm starting to get a little bit tired. But yeah, I need to pet the dog. Can I pet that dog? I cannot pet that dog because the dog is waiting for me to get my shit together. Alright, at least we have all the stuff on the hideout now. So now we have 1, 2, 3 more quests to be picked up. Let's just start in Tabor, I guess. Since Last Genshin has, in my opinion, the same problem with dialogues, they're way too long. It's just like insane.
Here, take a look at my wares.
How long it is, really? Like I'm just picking up quests since the last 20 minutes.
Anything else?
It's ridiculous. Hi, Joshua.
Your Grace, my lord, I trust your journey was not overly
And everyone just speaks so quiet. Like everyone has just the same tone. It's just like, yes, I have it here. Don't you worry, my lord. It's an honor you gave.
If you would do us the honor, my lord.
Drives me crazy. Ah. my beloved sons, I know that there is much of you in this coming year, but I see no other way to secure a future for our duchy and our family. Yet even should we succeed in subduing the savages and winning back Drake's breath, the threat of the Blight still looms, and only with all Rosaria striving as one might, we at last overcome it. I have made plans to see us through, but such are the obstacles that stand in our way. It shall likely fall to you to continue my work. I know that you have the strength, the courage, and the will to do so. This shall be an arduous inheritance, so I offer you another, that you might be reminded of the love and the faith that I hold for both of you.
An inheritance?
Yeah, but what is the inheritance
It
now?
would seem the late Archduke penned this missive shortly before his passing.
The day before we left for Phoenix Gate.
What are these plans he spoke of?
His plans for the duchy, Your Grace. Your father entrusted them to my predecessor, the former bearer of the Burning Quill, who entrusted them in turn to me. The complete emancipation of bearers is their stated aim.
I guess you're skipping the dialogues,
But
Manu.
your father's dream did not end there. His Grace also spoke
just
of
crazy.
building hospices to care for those stricken by the curse, and the founding of a new university to further the development of non-magical technologies. With the blight spreading ever more widely across the twins, Archduke Elwyn saw this as the only means of securing Rosaria's survival.
He wished to see men and bearers treated as equals. To see centuries of common wisdom overturned. Small wonder he did not think it achievable within his lifetime.
But he thought it achievable nonetheless. Had he not, he would never have written this message. Nor would he have entrusted his vision to his most faithful aides. Those who would have stood with you, shielded you from the machinations of
I need to get a little bit more
less
comfortable right now.
benevolent personages at court.
It's a pity only they are still with us.
It is true that those most loyal to your father were the first to suffer the Duchess's wrath. But one at least remains, and she has come bearing gifts.
What do you mean?
Mayhap it is better that she explain, my lord. After all, the duties entrusted to me by my predecessor extended only to recovering His Grace's will and arranging a meeting with the
No,
one who
Kevin.
might execute
No,
it,
no.
or
You have to be
a part of
patient
it
as I
at
have
least.
with spoilering
And
the
where is this
avatar.
meeting?
She awaits you in the archive, Your Grace.
How
Thank you,
don't
Cyril.
dare you. Don't you dare.
Shall we then?
Archduke Elwyn's testament. Wait, where's the quest? Ugh, I went in here to pick up the quest and then he was like, yeah, he's just gonna talk to you.
Lord Marquis, if you have a moment.
What is it, Cyril?
One of
Tell
our
me.
brethren lately journeyed across the strait in order to pursue a new avenue of inquiry in our ongoing investigation. He sent an owl some while ago, but we have heard naught from him since.
Was he surveying another fallen ruin?
No. The object of his study was a savior cult that has arisen in Ash in recent years. We believe it may have some connection to the Circle of Malleus, an ancient religion that worshipped Ultima as its god. By gaining an understanding of this new faith, we hoped to learn more of the Circle's original beliefs.
And so you sent one of your brothers to Ash? A continent teeming with orcs and Akashic?
Fully cognizant of the risks, yes. I entrusted the mission to one of the most able of our order, the third
I am
chair,
tired,
the
yes.
master of the arts of combat.
I
and
think also,
survival,
Manu,
both.
once after
Though he has
midnight,
been
it just
silent
becomes
for
such a
some
weird
days
thing.
now, I have thus
Because
far
I think in my
refrained
mind
from
it's totally fine to
sending
play
any
till midnight
others
till
in
1.
search of
And
him,
after this, it just is
lest
the
they'd
time
lost
where
in
you
turn.
usually sleep. It's just like
Yet, it seemed only right
strange.
to inform you
But I
of the
think the game
situation. given your
like,
unique
I haven't really noticed that
experience
8 hours
of the
have
perils of
passed
Ash.
in general,
For
which
as
is a
you
good
so
sign, I
earnestly
think.
advised me, it would not do to abandon a man to
but
his
yeah.
fate, when he might yet be saved.
And yet we still play this game, which is okay. I had fun in between.
It would not.
I'm just shocked about the amount
Ash is
of
a big
side quests
place.
they just give you at the end.
Can you be any more specific?
It's like a little bit like, bruh.
Perhaps. The last owl I received from him mentioned a village where he had heard the cult were wont to assemble. Mickleburg was its name. It lies in the southern reaches of Waloed. If aught ill befell him...
But I guess it was
I
also very
expected it
naive
so
to think
there.
of me that there was no side quest that was
see what I
tied
can
to
do.
to
You are
Waloed.
much too kind, my lord. Go then, with my hopes.
That would be like
may
a
the
slap in your
firebird's
face and you
flame
get
ever
really
burn in
hard
your
tired.
heart.
But when you can keep going for like 2 and after that's the dead point, yeah. I remember that from the first stream, 24-hour stream, kinda.
If this new
It's like you get like very tired, and if you still don't sleep till then, you just get
Let's concentrate on
silly
finding the
tired,
third
right?
ship.
So
First, shall we?
or I at least get usually very silly. Serious guest, hello. Tell us more about the inheritance.
My lord, your grace.
My lord, your grace.
I hardly recognize you.
Nor do I.
I am Goditha, retainer of House Rosfield, loyal servant to the Phoenix and his shields. Your father, the Archduke Elwyn, entrusted me with the delivery of a gift. I only hope you can forgive my tardiness in bringing it to you.
Lift up your head, Lady Goditha. You have our gratitude for your service to our house and to our father.
I merely did my duty, as any proud Rosarian would.
My lady, perhaps you could explain a little more? What exactly is the gift you bring?
As I'm sure you know, it has long been the custom for the children of House Rosfield to be presented with certain keepsakes upon their coming of age.
Indeed it has. Our father often spoke of the day when our turn would come.
And had he lived to see it, he would have presented you with the treasures I bear. Matching armbands for you both. Alas, he did not live. Indeed, he was taken.
This sounds like
from us
friendship,
even before they could be
friendship
completed.
bracelets.
He had intended to claim the Heartstone with
kinda
which
cute.
each armband was to be finished himself, but it was not to be. And his gifts remain incomplete.
Oh,
I see.
so much shocking.
It saddens me to bring them before you, as they are. It was your father's wish that you be presented with the finished articles, not these works in progress. But with his grace long since gone, and the stone left unclaimed, I had little choice. You are grown men now, and his house is yours. And while I would not presume to insist upon your claiming the Heartstone in his stead, I know that nothing would have pleased him more than for you to do so.
Thank you, Lady Goditha.
What say you, Clive?
Just do the final
What
battle. No,
else?
no, no. I can't, Manu. I will pull through.
Of course, my lady.
I will
May
definitely
our
pull
father's
through.
will be done.
Oh, I am much obliged.
Do you know where we might find this Heartstone, my lady?
I do. Though it may be a matter of a good deal more than simply happening upon it.
At least I have a bird
It is
that I can
found in
play
the
with
bellies of
now.
golden griffins. You see, we do at least know where to find one.
It's also like
certain
because it's a little bit
specimen has made
squishy,
its
so you
nest
can
in
also just
Titan's
like
wake,
press it.
not
It's a
far
really,
from
it's a
here.
really wonderful gift.
A certain specimen.
You are most perceptive, Your Grace. In answer to your unspoken question, yes. In fact, this is the very same beast your father meant to slay. I have been tracking its movements since you were but a boy. Were you to slay it in his stead, as men of House Rosfield?
I mean, men that would not
make
talk
your father
with such a silent voice.
What say you, Joshua?
I think it's really is that
else?
like I don't even mind like the stories they're telling are really interesting, but I think it is just really
Titan's
the
wake is to
like the pressure on the stuff they say. It's just like everyone is just so calm and collected, and they just take forever to talk. And maybe this is literally why I like the uncle and Mid so much, because those are the only two characters that actually talk way faster and a little bit more
Here
with
to
more
help me
emotion.
back. Thanks, but I'll be traveling light. I'm almost finished already, in fact. You're really
They
going to go
talk
through
way
with
too
this,
calm,
then?
yeah.
I am. But
I think they just talk very
there's one
emotionless.
small issue I'd like your assistance with.
Let's
Well,
talk like this on
two,
Dokumi. Oh god.
fact.
Usually I
If
don't
it's within
scream
my
at my
power to help you,
conversation
I
partners.
will.
You know, we all die in like 2 hours, but do you want to collect 20
the
flowers
children.
and kill 3 chickens for a new
refuse
head?
to let them share in my
Yes.
disgrace. And if I leave them
I
here,
would
they
like to.
surely will. Our friendship would see them ostracized forever. But I can't take them with me either. I can think of only one place where they are certain to be safe and provided for and loved.
Loved.
A hideaway.
Of course.
Of course. The children would be more than welcome. Thank you, Clive. I will not forget this.
Lubor, are you still here?
What is it, Ferda? You look pale.
There's been a flood in the Velcroy, a damn big one. The League of Outlaws encampment was completely submerged in ether.
What?
Every last one of the bastards has turned, and they're headed this way.
Bandits are one thing, but Akashic bandits are quite another. The town guard won't stand a chance against them. We need to evacuate. There's no time to lose. Ferda, gather the men. The Akashic may strike at any moment. We must make ready to cover the townspeople's escape. Well, what are you waiting for?
Yes, my lord.
Well, what are you waiting for?
Clive, change of plan. The children stay with me for now. I need you to find Conrad and Natalie. Tell them to prepare for a full and immediate evacuation. Understood. I'll do what I can to convince everyone else. Wish me luck.
I hope you have luck, because he's like kind of exiled from the city because he's a bearer. Add a cloak and I'm in.
What's in a...
You have to listen to me. They're coming.
Why do they always have to make such a fuss outside?
Is that Conrad and Natalie? I guess it's
you.
Hi!
What do you want, Lord Underhill?
Oh, you're right, I'm Lord
Pass on
Underhill
an
here.
important message. There's been an ether flood out in the Velcroy. The camp where the so-called League of Outlaws were gathering has been swallowed. They're no longer just bandits. They're Akashic now, and they could be here at any moment. You need to begin preparing for a full-scale evacuation right away.
Oh, do we? And who was it who gave you this disturbing news, might I ask?
Lubor, perhaps? The man spreading the same poison out in the square as we speak. You may believe his lies, my lord, but we know better.
But why would he lie about something like this?
Yeah, thank you, Clive.
Some twisted attempt at revenge, perhaps. If he had not been unmasked, he may well have been elected our leader. A great honor for one of his kind. One he might well feel aggrieved at having been denied.
Lord Underhill, forgive me, but it has become all too evident where your sympathies lie. Lubor cannot be trusted, and neither, therefore, can you.
You may not trust me.
Then go to hell,
sake of your
seriously.
people,
You
ask
know,
yourself,
then just die. It's
if there
okay.
is any
We try
chance
to
that this
warn
is
you.
true.
Just die to the Akashic.
isn't.
It's okay.
You can be certain of that.
That would be my
I'll be off
attempts.
with you.
Just like, fuck you guys. But in case I'm excited what will be
making a
possible with
mistake.
AI, like voice actors doing all the voice lines once, and with AI you can probably edit voice
Clive.
lines suspense.
If our words will not move them, then
On the
we
current
must find
situation,
another
like
way to
monsters
help
are
save the
scared,
town.
more calm.
Right.
Not that calm. Or
Let's
more
speak to
hype.
Lord
Yeah,
Ferda.
maybe. You know what? Just for you, I'll do it. Oh, huh. Q is generous today. What's going on here, huh?
I think we'd better shut up.
What's Lubor raving about now?
I just love the sheer fact that he is a bearer. It just makes him Lubor so untrustworthy while he did just good things in the city. And
Lord
so
Ferda.
stupid. So
Sid.
stupid.
What's wrong? I went to warn Conrad and Natalie about the Akashic, but they wouldn't listen. They've convinced themselves that nothing Lubor says can be trusted. The bloody fools.
Yeah.
Which means the town guard can't be counted on for support. But I can. If there's anything I can do to help you defend Dalamil, you only have to ask.
Can you kill all the Akashic for us?
Further! I've been looking for you everywhere.
Victor, I thought you'd left.
I couldn't abandon a friend in need. And Blue Boy is in need at this very moment. Come quickly.
Why did the miniature unicorn cross the road? He was a little horny. But that makes not even sense. Like, why is that important that he's horny for crossing the street or the road?
You have to believe me. The Akashic are coming. They don't eat, they don't sleep, they don't tire, and they don't care who they kill. They're unlike anything that's come before. There will be no parley, no mercy granted. We may have saved the town once, but this is different. I do not ask that you forgive me, but please believe me.
I get the joke, but it makes
run,
no sense why it is like crossing the road when it's horny.
You will all fucking die!
You'd like that, wouldn't you, bearer?
Yeah, that's why I tried to scream out my lungs.
Kind will be free to claim Dalamil for yourselves.
Mm-hmm.
You should run!
Run, bearer!
Yeah, run!
Honestly, at this point, I would just let the town people die. I'm getting the joke, but I get the point of the joke. I just don't understand. Like, I just don't think it's a really well written joke.
Wait, someone's coming.
Stop! You're hurting him!
Hitting the kid's totally fine. Mm-hmm. Good job.
What did Lubor ever do to you? He solves all your stupid problems, and he keeps all of you safe.
Mm-hmm.
You know there's nothing he wouldn't do for this town. Who was it who made that cleaver you use every day, Conrad? And what about your counting table, Natalie? Who fixed that? Whose men make sure the streets are clean so all your boots don't get dirty? Who spends all day, every day making sure things run smoothly?
That's actually a cool quest right now, because I think it just turns...
And none of you ever say thank you.
It just shows such a strong point in this, because like he was so good to the people all the time, and just because it turns out he's a bearer, everyone just turned on him, though he never like cause any problems for anyone. It's so stupid.
Like it doesn't even exist.
Lubor, we've heard enough.
Wait!
We will not run. The town guard will not abandon the very place it is sworn to protect.
And I will not give up for lost the stores that we labored so hard to fill.
Whoever
So
said
tell
thank you to
us,
me, yeah.
how do you propose we deal with these Akashic of yours?
Kill them all.
We won't run, but we will fight.
All right then.
Oh, did
Fine.
you cry? I mean, I would also cry in that moment.
Gather round if you don't want to die.
And the guys are just grunting like, oh yeah, whoa. Okay.
Allow me to explain the situation. The ether flood occurred near the village of Cheratina, deep in the Velcroy. The place had been abandoned for years, until the League of Outlaws decided to make it their base of operations. Now they're all turned, and if the scouts' reports are correct, heading in this direction.
They are mindless monsters, driven only by hate and rage. And they are utterly unpredictable. With the bandits, we at least knew how and where they were likely to attack. When these creatures come, Dalamil will have the bitterest fight it has ever faced on its hands.
It's actually insane that
The
he's
town guard
not
will
bleeding
muster at the
anymore.
north gate. The rest of us will take the south. Both forces will provide men to serve as scouts and messengers, ready to spread word of the size and nature of the Akashic Force as soon as it is spotted. And as soon as it has been, we will converge on its position and see that it is driven back from Dalamil at all costs. Conrad, can I count on the support of the town guard?
Always.
No!
I leave the selection and coordination of the messengers in your hands, Victor. And the command of our men in yours, Ferda. If you would both be so kind.
Consider it done.
As you wish.
Natalie, I would ask that you and your people have the townsfolk barricade themselves inside the bathhouse.
Gosh dang you, man.
Tell the merchants not to waste time securing anything beside the essentials. Preserving life is our one and only concern. As long as we survive, it doesn't matter what trinkets we might lose. Our riches can be regained. And if anyone doubts that, let it be known that the Briar's Kiss stands ready to cover any losses.
Very well. I shall tell them.
Don't give me that look. Oh, I will. I will when I'm getting tired. I will give you that certain
Perilous
look.
place of all. I would like you to travel to the
Time
home
to
of
join
our
you
erstwhile
over my
League of
phone.
Outlaws,
Okay.
Cheratina itself. The main host is most likely still there, and Dalamil will not be safe until it is eradicated, root and branch.
A little gardening. How pleasant.
I doubt it. I have a feeling these weeds will be particularly stubborn.
Luckily, so am I.
So you are. All right then, we all know what we have to do. Now it's simply a matter of doing it.
Yeah.
For Dalamil.
Let's go. Also, I think at 1 a.m.
Looks like
it's
everyone's
enough.
ready. Better not keep
Sure.
them waiting.
Sure. Alright, so I guess let's just do all the quests we have here right now. And then we turn to Valut. I think there's also one in... Oh yeah, we have the one in Rosaria, of course, as well. So just do everything.
Let's go.
Regional vice or something. So I can at least do a few things again.
But what's waiting for us inside?
I don't know, but can you just run? Stop talking with Rosaria, seriously. Jesus. Stop it.
We can't leave a single one alive.
Alright. And done. Oh, maybe not. Oh shit, I forgot I wanted to check my skill point trees. All that talking makes me forget that. Oh my god, really?
You're finished.
Alright, big guy. Gonna die like this. Wait, I'm stopping too fast right now. I'm not even able to, I think you should do some jumping jacks to get her heart rate again. No. Also because I don't, like, I also need to consider that niggas going to sleep and stuff, so I won't do anything crazy or loud while he's sleeping. I also have to take care a little bit that I don't get too screamy, so... Please be the last one of those. Ooh, Toggle made like a flip. How lovely. Alright. Cool.
The League is disbanded. I should get back to Dalamil and see how the others fared.
Should also probably just do that. Or is it actually like automatically sending me to the Dalamil? It probably is. Yep. Easy peasy. And we can just talk right away. Sometime later.
All the Akashic we were able to find have been dealt with.
Sweet.
Seems that might be the last of them.
Last of them here, perhaps.
Lubor, Sir Clive has returned.
Clive! What news from Charatina? It's done.
I'll deal with it.
Root and branch.
Root and
I
branch.
knew you wouldn't let
and
me
do
down.
It all branching.
Thank you, my lord.
Friends, the Horde has been driven back. The Akashic have been defeated. And we need not fear the arrival of any more.
And I hope they just accept Lubor as their own. Because
Victory is
it's
ours.
just so stupid if they don't do it.
We bloody did it.
We saved Dalamil.
Mm-hmm.
Lubor, allow me to apologize.
You better
After all